Hey y'all. Today I'm out of my buddy Larry's house. He's the one that's got the diesel rat rod that people seem to like quite a bit. He called me the other day. I was aware that he was into speed records, making them and holding them. And I knew he did it in a Mazda. And he called me the other day and said, "Hey Scotty, I got that car in town. Would you like to shoot a video of it?" You know, of course I did. And so that's what we're doing out here today. Today I'm out here at his shop, and you can see, you know, it's not a big race shop they run out here, but it's got everything you'd need, that's for sure. Larry, how are you, brother?
How you doing, Scotty? Good to see you.
Yes, good to see you. What do you got here?
We're getting the land speed car ready for our finals. We had a little engine trouble on our top speed challenge meet here in April, and so anyway, we got her back together and fixing to do a little tuning on it before we go.
When is that?
It's the end of this month, 28th and 29th and 30th of October in Maxton, North Carolina.
Maxton, North Carolina. And this car is holds records.
Yeah, it's we used to have 13 records with it, and anyway, big money has come after the poor boys here, and we're down to having 4 existing records in Maxton and 3 records in Loring, Maine.
Right. What records are those?
The fastest the car has been is 210.285 mile an hour.
Holy cow.
In Maxton, North Carolina, our record is 204. We've been working and tuning on building an engine that will run over 200 without nitrous oxide. This particular weekend that we're going to run, we're going to try to break the 210 mark, and then we're going to turn the blue bottles on.
Oh, no kidding. What are you hoping to max out at?
I'd like to run a 220, somewhere 222.
Holy cow. And a Mazda RX-7. What motor are you running?
It's a SB2. It's an old Rick Hendricks motor, 2000 model. It's 372 cubic inches.
Right. What carburetor you run?
It's a King Demon 1090.
Yep, there you go. SB2. That's big, man.
Takes a little shoehorn and Vaseline to put it in there, but it's in there.
Yeah. Did you have to do any cutting, or did it fit in without?
Actually, it's amazing. You can put a big block Chevy in these things.
Really?
It's amazing the room that you've got. You know, of course, we made different brackets and stuff to utilize the NASCAR equipment that we got, and it has a dry sump system and stuff in it now. So.
Right. And you say you bought this motor when it was blown?
Yeah, it had spun 2 rods in it, and anyway, had bent valves, had a lot of problems with it. That's the only way I can afford to get into the NASCAR thing.
What did that cost you?
Had $7,500 invested in the bad motor.
$7,500 in a blown motor. Man alive. Speed's expensive. And I see you got 2 seats in here. You take people for a ride?
Yeah, when I can find somebody that would be willing.
Well, that's me. I'm willing. And that's the other thing, folks. Believe it or not, this car is street legal. That's part of the deal, right?
Yes.
It's got title, license plate, and all that on it. That's part of the requirements for the classes that he races in. But yeah, good news is, folks, he's also going to take us for a ride in this thing. So, how many horsepower is it?
It's about 736, I think, is what we dynoed it.
Right. And what transmission you running? 5-speed, 6-speed?
It's a 93 model Camaro T56 6-speed, and we only go through in 5th gear.
Right. And I see it's got a parachute on it too. Will
Yeah.
you use that, or is that just for precaution?
No, it's needed. Plus, our rules are anything that runs above 175 mile an hour must have and use your parachute.
Cool. What made you choose the RX-7?
More aerodynamics. Our first choice was a Volvo Bertone coupe, and you know, we got
that wasn't your first choice. That was your first option. That's what you went with.
I'd already had a small block set up in it. My brother drove back and forth to work, and anyway, when they told us to have requirements of a roll cage, he thought, "What the heck?" You know, that's his fun car, and
right.
So that's what we ended up doing, running it.
Right. Cool. And then you end up coming across this, and I guess your speed really jumped up.
Yeah, not at first. We took the complete drivetrain stuff out of the Volvo, and was kind of disappointed because it didn't run. It didn't run what the Volvo run. We retired the Volvo at 176 mile an hour, and I think we run 138 the first time.
Holy cow! What was that? I mean, you would think, I mean, you know, you could run less horsepower in this and get more speed.
You'd think, but things just didn't work out with it. The only way we could really step it on up is use heavy nitrous, and tuning for 1 mile is a whole lot different than tuning for 1/8 mile or 1/4 mile.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of got to be planned out, doesn't it?
Yeah, you have to buy pistons by the dozens.
Right. How stable is this thing at 200?
It's real stable. We've got a made chin spoiler air dam that we put on it. In Maine, it got a little unstable at the far end at 210, and so we there again copied off some NASCAR stuff. We put a splitter on the bottom of the air dam.
Right.
And hopefully that seems to work. We haven't really got to test it to its peak yet.
Right. How does it feel to go 200 miles an hour?
I don't know. After you do it, it's just like, nah,
Right.
that's fun. Let's do something else.
Right. Things get awful narrow, I would think, though.
Yeah. You definitely you don't use your cell phone going down it.
You're not texting at that speed?
No, don't believe so.
All right. Well, I'm going to take another look around while you get ready to take us for a ride, if you don't mind.
All righty.
All
We'll
right.
get her wedged out of here.
All right, cool. It's got a personalized plate on it, 200 plus. People think he's joking, I'm sure. You know, I mean, you can see that. I mean, look at this thing, right? You can see that's not stock. That this car's got something going on. You're gonna drive it out from underneath here?
Yeah.
Holy cow! Yeah, I'm gonna get that on video just because, right? Anyways. Give a big shout out to Bob Crawford. He's the one who works on it, right?
Bob's give us unbelievable information. He is the #1 cam guy. He can prescribe a cam to really pull some horsepower out.
Yeah, and he's he's about 25, right?
Yeah. Bob's pushing 78 years old.
He was out here the other day. He's an awful nice guy. So if y'all need Pontiac questions answered, Bob's the man to come see. All right, folks. Well, we're gonna strap in and take her for a ride.